Well, let's first start off with pitching, which is it starts on the mound, ends on the mound, and there's been some improvement out of Anthony Bizzani. He's been throwing extremely well up in the Northwoods League. In fact, he was an all-star, so that's very encouraging because I'm sure Anthony was upset with the results that he had this past spring. So to see him turn it around this summer has been extremely encouraging, and it's got to give him just oodles of confidence going into this fall and this spring that he can get good hitters out. He's always had the stuff, but I think now this summer opportunity has given him, I guess, some insight on how to pitch, and that's been, I guess, his deficiency is just on how to pitch, because he's got the stuff. So that's encouraging. And then also, I guess, from a position player standpoint, Richie Rodriguez is doing well, who sets the tables for us offensively. He's been doing well. Jacob Daniel was an all-star in his respective league as well. So, and he's a run producer, and he was knocking in them runs, and that's what we expect him to do this fall and spring. It was a big bonus getting Richie Rodriguez and Matt Fife back. We thought we were going to lose them to the draft. There was some interest in them two guys, and I thought we were going to lose them. And selfishly, I like having them back for our program. I want them to have the opportunity to play professionally, but having them back is going to be huge. Number one, from a leadership standpoint, and then number two, from a production standpoint, both on the mound and in our lineup and defensively. It's huge to get them back. Our returning players are going to set, I guess, a standard, and hopefully they can communicate that to our newcomers. And the best coach is peer pressure. So if they expect great things this fall and treat each day of practice like it's a game, then those newcomers are going to follow. And that's very important in the fall that we have those expectations, that we expect execution. We expect practices to be treated like a spring game. And I think our returning players are going to be able to do that. Competition is always probably the most important thing in the fall for a Division I baseball program. There's going to be competition in every spot. This is my first year where at every position we will have 2 or 3 guys competing for that spot. In the past, I haven't had that. We've had to build our roster up. And then, of course, on the mound, we're going to have 14, 15 guys competing for so many innings. And it's a great time for competition. You can't simulate the spring. You can't do it no matter what. When you're playing against each other, you're always playing maroon and white. It is difficult as far as motivation goes, but I have to, I guess, set the expectation that they're fighting for innings, they're fighting for at-bats. And again, that's going to start with our upperclassmen and our returning players being able to, I guess, communicate that every day is important. Well, the easiest way to lead is when you're producing. So all of our seniors that are coming back, they produced well last year in the spring. They're producing this summer. So it's going to be a little bit easier for them, I think, to lead. And again, they've been with me now 4 years. So I think they know my expectations, our coaching staff's expectations. I think they're going to be able to lead a little bit, I guess, easier in some regard. And they produce. When you produce, it doesn't matter if you're in the big leagues or it doesn't matter what sport. If you produce, you can speak up. You can demand certain things, and I think that's important from a player standpoint. And they've produced, so it's their time to step up now.